Hello, everybody. We are in Bonnet on the Special Historical Triangle of Springs, and we're right by Pussy's Pond, and we've got Chart Guthrie and his wonderful crew of square dance people who are going to celebrate the summer in Bonnet and also the 375th anniversary of the town of East Hampton. And I have with me my friend Kathy Burke-Gonzalez, one of the town board members. Would you like to say a few words?
No, I'm just excited to be here. Prudence always knows how to throw a party. The music is kicking up back there, and I hope, folks, that we're all going to have a good time learning a few square dance steps.
That's right. And we certainly thank LTV for allowing this to be filmed and to play over and over and over again so we can all enjoy Chart's music. Thank you. We'll go this way. This is the Blacksmith shop that was moved here 20 years ago. No, it's all right. This is Pussy's Pond on the left. And the square dancing is happening here with Chart Guthrie. And this space is one of the prettiest in town, I think, just for coming and sitting and enjoying Springs. So come on down, have a good time. Thanks.
Sashay down. With your partner, do-si-do. Two in turn. Make that tunnel. Down you go.
Well, here we are, overlooking Pussy's Pond in Springs at the Blacksmith shop, and I have with me Chart Guthrie, who is doing an amazing job getting everybody up to square dance. So, Chart, I question you. Where are you from originally, and what got you into square dancing?
I grew up in East Tennessee, and my 5th grade teacher decided that we were going to demonstrate square dances for our school carnival. So that was the first square dancing I ever did. And I did square dancing as an undergraduate at Michigan State and as a graduate in Cornell. And when I came to Long Island, the only dances were in the city, so I was going into the city to dance. But then a dance started up on Long Island, and I got involved with it. And I started calling about 1990, and have been calling ever since. And I really enjoy it. Yeah.
And you travel quite a bit, don't you?
Mostly on Long Island. I've called from Washington, D.C. to Maine, but mostly I just call on Long Island.
And coming from Baiting Hollow all the way out to Springs, that's a bit of a schlep for you.
It's a little bit of a trek, yeah, but it's nice coming out here. It's pretty out here. I like it.
It certainly is.
Yeah, the next time you do this, I think I'm going to bring my sailboat and anchor up in Accabonac Harbor and sail out here.
There you go. Well, let me ask you, is square dancing comes from bluegrass and from fiddle music?
Actually, it's older than that. Bluegrass really developed in the 20th century. Square dancing, the square part of square dancing came from French quadrilles, which were square formation. But the dances that I do are actually older than that. They came from English country dances, which were very popular in France, and they called it contredanse. And those are the dances where in lines facing your partner like a Virginia reel. And both the contredanse and the quadrilles came over to the U.S. and were danced interchangeably in New England and throughout the Southeast and then on to the West. And in New England, they do more of the contredances. In the Southeast and the West, they do more of the square dances.
We used to do a lot more square dancing out here. There was a man named Tom Beebe who was a caller in Wainscott at the chapel over there, and he did a square dancing. It was a normal, regular thing to do. But when I started thinking about doing this at the Farm Museum, as you know, I really searched all over the internet to find you, and then found you, thank goodness, and then felt guilty dragging you guys all out here, knowing what the traffic is. So you must get calls all over the island now, right?
Right. I call regularly at Old Bethpage Village Restoration. I run a dance in Smithtown. That's the 3rd Sunday of the month in the afternoon. And then I call from New York City all the way out here.
And you're at Halleckville every year.
Yep. We just did Halleckville last week. And I've got another one, I think the end of September, I'll be at the Mulford Farm in East Hampton.
Right, for the 375th, yes. Yes, well, we will see you again then.
Okay.
That will be a parking terror. Get there early. But in any case, thank you. Can you introduce your players for us?
We have Max Rowland playing banjo and concertina, Mary Nagin on fiddle, and Larry Moser on piano and Irish bouzouki.
Oh. That's today. Wow. And
the band is Dance All Night, and they're from various places up island.
Oh. So how did you all find each other?
I don't know what to do, but
Wait a minute, get the mic.
So I've been doing traditional folk music for a long time. When I think it was around in the 1980s, I found that the Long Island Traditional Music Association had started doing some dances. Started at Stony Brook, I believe. And I used to hear the music wafting through the quad. It's like, that's nice. And then found out about that. So eventually I started playing for some of that. And along the way, for a while I was leading the Long Island Traditional Music Association's Contra Dance Orchestra. Well, I met you at the Folk Music Society of Huntington. but I brought her into playing fiddle with the LITMA, Long Island Traditional Music Association, LITMA Contra Dance Orchestra, which I was leading for about 10 years. And so after doing that, we kind of got together, formed a band, and then Max joined us about 10 years ago, I think. And Max is our star.
Well,
Amazing.
I really wish you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but it's true. But it's true. As we get old and fade away, Max is young and up and coming, just brilliant
well,
musician.
Max, would you like to take the mic and respond to that?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, how did you get involved? How did you get involved?
Oh, okay. Boy, you're gonna have a lot of editing to do after this. So, I wound up getting involved with this because when I was very, very young, my mother would take me around to see these two and their traditional Irish band in concert. As Fiddler's Green, they would travel the island every month of March, and they would perform traditional Irish music all over the place. And Mom and I would kind of follow them around as best we could. And I guess when I was in my late teens. I'd already gotten a concertina and sort of taught myself how to play it, and I worked up the courage to ask Larry if I could play some music with
So
them.
You're 22 now, right?
Oh, you're very, very kind. I just turned 30. Don't tell anyone. And before I knew it, I was in the band, and I have been for gosh, how many years now?
It's 10 years. It's
Yeah,
10 years.
yeah.
Because
We-
you
we-
were not
we-
old
we don't
enough
do
to
head
drink.
math here.
You were not old enough to drink when you came.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
you were
that is
here,
right.
And I said, are you old enough? And you said, actually, no.
Because I was responsible for a little while.
Max mentioned Fiddler's Green. I believe Fiddler's Green is playing in Southold August 23rd. Every Wednesday evening, Southold has a free concert on their green, and Fiddler's Green will be playing August 23rd.
That's wonderful. Thank you. We are here at the Blacksmith shop, which we have been trying to protect and fix. It was closed for 20 years, and then we opened it up with Blacksmith. And once a month, we have tons of people watching the Blacksmith do his thing here. And so we're celebrating the Heart of Springs, the Blacksmith shop, and 375th today. And thank you, Frank, so much for filming this. Thank you.
There's a lantern on the landing, there's a gleam of paradise, there's a window in the harbor like an old man's blink. Half-seen shuttered glimmer, oh so lonesome far away, and the clicking eel spears churning up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went heeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shore lay deep in snow, when the lonesome winter forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. There's no moon to guide the heavens, there's no stars to hang and glow. Across the tortured bluish radiance of mirrored ice and snow pours a ghastly dimish luster, dregs of night and ghost of day. Round the darkened forms are stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went heeling in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shore lay deep in snow, when the lonesome winter forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay. Not a breath of wind a stirring, not a dervish whirl of flake, Not a sound except the booming when the frost cracks give and take. Not a sound except the thunder of the tide floors giving way, and the eels that drip and splutter up the mud of Southold Bay. Times when we went dealing in the nights of long ago, when the ice was on the channel and the shore lay deep in snow, when the lonesome wintered forest raised its naked arms to pray, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay, and the eel spears were stirring up the mud of Southold Bay.
Yeehaw! And about now you find somebody new. And it's Sasha. Sasha. Rock, open, blind, tree. And right, and left, and both, knees, right, both, left, both, knees, right elbow. Hey! Hey! Dance around smiling at people. About now you find somebody. Ready? Sasha! Only blind tree.
Seven. Hey, you gotta find your own partner. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Sasha! Odin, glass, tree. Right over. Hey! Hey!
Thank you so much for coming, everybody. This has been a wonderful, wonderful dance with Chart Guthrie and his friends playing square dance music. We are celebrating 375th here at Pussy's Pond and the Blacksmith Shop in the heart of Springs. And thank you, LTV, for everything you do to show the wonderful activities that we have going on here and at the Farm Museum. Thank you so much.
Hey! You spin around on this side. Hey!
Dance around smiling at people. Hey! Hey!